When I first started, I didn't know what I was doing. But as the years went on, I knew that I was numbing some pain out. My second overdose was January 3rd of 2022.
Started using drugs at about 14. I spent a lot of my 20s in and out of jail. You tell yourself, oh, I'm never going to see this place again. This is going to be my last time being here. But then eventually it's not.
These addictive substances, especially opioid narcotics, they hijack your brain's reward system. It's like eating 1 million ice creams in a split second. And so your body becomes trained by these chemicals to seek them.
The opioid epidemic in general has gotten a lot worse over the last couple of years with COVID and the pandemic and people not being able to meet in groups and in person.
This is clearly a national issue and a local issue. And as a physician here on this reservation, I would love for the community to know how I and other providers here at Muckleshoot Clinic can help.
One of the things that has happened is that the overdose deaths, not just in Muckleshoot community, but specifically we're concerned about the Muckleshoot community, have gone up significantly. In reviewing some of the data, we didn't have any overdose deaths in 2019, but in 2020 and 2021, both years we had 7 overdose deaths. That's about 35%. So that's astronomical.
I've been using since November of 2012. I came back from Illinois. I lived over there for 3 years. Literally the minute that I arrived, I started using opiates. And that was with my mom, my brothers, my sister. And it progressed up for years. It consumed my life.
I started using Percocets and Vicodins, and then from there it was cocaine. It just kind of, one thing led to another. When you're young, stuff's fun. As you grow older, you realize your life's not going anywhere. It's just so sick and tired of being so sick and tired of doing the same thing over and over. You want something to change.
Seems as though there's been an increase of overdoses, I think, nationwide. That's kind of affecting a ton of different communities, with fentanyl being a pretty big concern right now, as being attributed to some of those.
I did some fentanyl pills. The last thing that I remember was going to sleep. When I came to, I was sat up really fast, vomiting out my nose and my mouth. My kids were around. They seen all of that.
Fentanyl is a powerful opiate narcotic. It's in the same class of drugs as heroin and oxycodone.
It's more dangerous. A lot of the other substances that people are ingesting are laced with fentanyl to heighten the effects of it.
I got a hold of some fentanyl, right? I got a pill. I broke it in half, and I ended up overdosing off it.
Fentanyl literally is 100 times more powerful than any one of these other pills that someone may get off the street. So when someone ingests that, every opium receptor in your body gets that 100 times more powerful dose. That is deadly. That tells your brainstem to stop breathing.
When you're overdosed, you're overdosed. That's it. That's I was in a treatment in Lakeside, Milam, and I got a hold of some heroin in there, and it wasn't even that much. It was probably about a couple match heads. I figured, okay, this is a little bit, you know, I can do just this little bit, even though after being sober for about, I don't know, 17 days or something, right? The next thing you know, I was on the floor in the bathroom, and there was a kid on bed rest. He could hear me in there like gargling, right? Like trying to breathe, you know? And I woke up on the floor and the ambulance was there. The ambulance came in and administered Narcan to me, and it woke me up.
Narcan is the reversal medication to essentially pop off opium off of all of the receptors in the nervous system. It's a spray that you would administer into the nose, and you might need, like I say with fentanyl use, 3 or 4 or 5 sprays, so multiple doses.
And it's so simple. I mean, you just insert it up inside their nostril and squeeze, and that's one dose. Each Narcan kit comes with 2 doses. Because of the presence of fentanyl, we're needing at least 2.
A lot of people are afraid to use Narcan because they think it's going to hurt them. They're like, is this overdose? What's going on with them? I don't really understand what's happening. You cannot kill somebody with Narcan if you accidentally administer it when it shouldn't have been. You're not going to hurt somebody who's already actively dying. The only thing we can do is save their lives by giving them the Narcan and calling 911.
I was saved by Narcan 2 times. Heroin was a part of my life for 10 years. I was very neglectful to my kids. I got real angry for no reason. I lost a lot of self-respect for myself. Just turned me into somebody that I never imagined to be. I got help at BHP.
I do believe in my heart that people just don't go out there and say, oh, I want to try this. There's a story in every home. There's a story of loss. There's a story of grief, a story of struggle. Trying to find a way to help them through that pain is critical.
When we went out to the community, there was a lot of shame around their drug use, and they associate behavioral health with getting clean and sober, and they felt that they would be treated differently when they came here.
I would love to take away a lot of that shame and stigma and hopefully create a dialogue with the community and find what works for you. We want to find how to help you find your recovery.
Change is possible if we can just educate more. Come practice with us. Like, sit with me and let's hold this bottle and let's destigmatize it. Like, this is safe, this is normal, this is to help one of our young or old people who are having a problem with this live.
We have SUD counselors available every day of the week, but we also have mental health counselors that are available every day of the week. Here at Behavioral Health, like, we're all ready and waiting for people to come in and to be able to get them services so that they can be healthy.
Always pick up the phone and contact a counselor here. You can talk to any one of us counselors here at Behavioral Health.
I'm grateful for BHP. They're always here for you, and they're always willing to help.
I'm very grateful that BHP provided the Narcan training to my boyfriend to save my life.